It looks like the past just came knocking on the door of hip-hop royalty, and this time it's a story that nobody saw coming. Fans everywhere are in shock after reports surfaced claiming that rapper and music mogul Nelly was secretly spotted having an emotional meetup with his ex-fiancée, Shantel Jackson. Yes, the same Shantel Jackson who once shared years of love, laughter and loyalty with him before their quiet breakup. What exactly happened during that secret meeting? And could this mean something more than a simple reunion? Today we're breaking down everything insiders are saying, and trust me, it's deeper than anyone expected. Let's rewind the clock a little. For those who might not remember, Nelly and Shantel Jackson were once one of the most adored couples in Hollywood. Their love story began back in 2014, shortly after Shantel ended her long-term relationship with boxer Floyd Mayweather Jr. When she and Nelly started dating, fans immediately saw a softer, more romantic side of the rapper that the public hadn't seen before. Gone was the tough, streetwise Nelly from his hot in Hera days. Instead, we saw a man in love, protective, caring, and grounded. For years, they were inseparable. They showed up together at red carpets, music awards, charity events, and even family gatherings. They weren't just dating, they were building a life together. Shantel was more than Nelly's partner. She was his business collaborator, confidant, and one of the few people who truly understood the man behind the fame. Fans loved seeing their chemistry, that effortless connection that made them seem like soulmates. But in 2021, after almost 7 years together, their love story suddenly came to an end. There were no big fights on social media, no messy public arguments, no drama, just a quiet, respectful breakup. Shantel later confirmed that the two had decided to part ways, but assured everyone that there was no bad blood. She said she would always have love for Nelly, and that simple line stayed with fans. It made people wonder if the door was truly closed or just slightly open. Fast forward to today, and it looks like that door might have opened again. Reports have now surfaced that Nelly and Shantel were spotted meeting privately at a luxury restaurant in Los Angeles. According to multiple eyewitnesses, the two appeared to be in deep conversation, laughing at moments, growing emotional at others. Some sources say it looked like more than just two old friends catching up. The moment, described as intimate, has reignited long-standing questions about their relationship and whether old feelings are resurfacing. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. As we all know, Nelly has been back together with his longtime love, Ashanti. Their reunion became one of the most heartwarming stories in music. Two stars who once dated in the early 2000s finding their way back to each other after more than a decade apart. Fans were thrilled, calling it the comeback romance of the century. The two have been performing together, appearing at major events and publicly showing affection. There have even been rumors that Ashanti might be pregnant, adding even more joy to their rekindled love story. So naturally, when news broke that Nelly had met with Shantel behind closed doors, fans were stunned. Some couldn't believe it, while others immediately began speculating about the reason. Was it business, closure, or is there something deeper going on behind the scenes? A few insiders have hinted that Nelly and Shantel's meeting might have been related to unfinished business ventures. You see, during their relationship, they were developing several projects together, from fashion collaborations to potential joint investments. Shantel is a smart and ambitious woman. She's not just a pretty face, she's a businesswoman with her own brand, model, and actress who has always been about her hustle. Sources say that their meeting could have been about revisiting old contracts or even brainstorming new ideas. But let's be honest, fans aren't entirely convinced. The secrecy surrounding the meeting, the emotional tone, and the timing, coming right in the middle of Nelly's renewed love story with Ashanti, all seem a bit too coincidental. Some are calling it innocent but inappropriate, while others believe that maybe, just maybe, Nelly still has unresolved emotions for Shantel. Social media, as expected, has been on fire. Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok are filled with fans debating the situation. One user wrote, "Nelly better be careful. Ashanti deserves full loyalty, not nostalgia." Another fan added, "You can tell he still cares about Shantel. That kind of love doesn't disappear overnight." And of course, there are others defending the rapper, saying that people are reading too much into it. They're adults. Meeting your ex doesn't mean you're cheating, one fan posted. Meanwhile, Ashanti has remained silent. Hasn't addressed the rumours, and neither has Nelly or Shantel. But silence, as they say, can sometimes speak louder than words. Insiders claim that Ashanti is aware of the situation, and that while she's not jumping to conclusions, she's also not ignoring what's being said. After all, in the world of fame and tabloids, private moments can quickly become public storms. If we take a step back, this situation feels almost like a full circle moment. Think about it. Years ago, Nelly and Ashanti were the golden couple of hip-hop. Then they split, and Nelly moved on with Shantel, finding a new chapter of love and peace. But as fate would have it, the story didn't end there. He later reconnected with Ashanti, bringing his love life full circle. Now, Shantel's reappearance adds another twist to a saga that feels like something straight out of a romantic movie. Some believe this is closure, a final conversation between two people who once shared everything. Others believe it could mark the beginning of something unexpected. Whatever it is, it's definitely personal. Because when you've loved someone deeply, truly, and for years, that connection never completely disappears. Even when life moves forward, the heart sometimes takes its time catching up. Still, Nelly has a lot to lose. His relationship with Ashanti is not just romantic. It's also a symbol of growth and maturity. The two have been showing fans that second chances do exist, and that sometimes love really can find its way back. So this secret meetup, whether innocent or not, could put cracks in the image of stability they've built together. At this point, fans are watching closely, waiting for someone, anyone, to speak out. But knowing Nelly's history, he's not one to publicly feed gossip. He's always been protective of his private life, and Shantel too tends to stay classy and quiet about personal matters. That's what makes this situation so intriguing. The silence is only fueling the fire. Whether this was a private goodbye, a professional meeting, or the spark of something new. One thing is clear, the chemistry between Nelly and Shantel Jackson still has the world talking. Love, after all, doesn't always follow a straight path. And in the unpredictable world of celebrity relationships, it's hard to tell whether this story is finally ending or just getting started again. One thing's for sure, this won't be the last we hear about it. And as the details continue to unfold, fans will be watching every move, every post, every public appearance for clues about what's really going on behind those Hollywood smiles.